Neil Peart was known for precision. Every movement behind the drum kit seemed intentional, every rhythm carefully constructed, every lyric filled with ideas that demanded attention. But behind that remarkable career was a journey that changed the meaning of perseverance for an entire generation of musicians. What happens when a musician who seems almost impossible to replace has to completely rethink his relationship with music? And how does someone turn difficult chapters into a deeper form of creativity? The answer is not found in one Rush album or one famous performance. It is found in the years of learning, reflection, travel, and artistic growth that gradually shaped Neil Peart into much more than a legendary drummer. Peart joined Rush in 1974, just as the band was beginning to define its identity. His arrival transformed the group's musical possibilities. His drumming was powerful, but power alone never explained his appeal. He combined precision with unusual arrangements, complex rhythms, and an almost orchestral sense of structure. At the same time, he became the band's primary lyricist, giving Rush songs a distinctive intellectual and reflective quality. That combination made Peart different. He was not simply keeping time behind the other musicians. He was helping construct the entire musical landscape. His drum kit became part of the composition itself, while his lyrics explored ideas about individuality, technology, ambition, and the human experience. But that wasn't the full story. As Rush became increasingly successful, Peart continued searching for ways to improve. He studied other drummers, explored different musical traditions, and constantly questioned his own approach. Instead of treating success as a reason to stop learning, he treated it as another reason to continue developing. This mindset became one of the defining features of his career. Peart could have remained comfortable with the style that made him famous, but he continued experimenting. His playing evolved from the intricate progressive rock of Rush's classic years into something increasingly nuanced and controlled. Few people noticed how much discipline existed behind that evolution. Away from the stage, Peart also discovered another form of expression through travel and writing. His journeys became an important part of his creative identity. He observed landscapes, people, roads, and everyday moments, transforming those experiences into books and reflections. Travel gave Peart something music could not always provide: distance. It allowed him to step away from the expectations surrounding Rush and simply observe the world. That perspective later influenced how fans understood him. The image of the technically brilliant drummer became only one part of the story. There was also the writer, traveler, student, and deeply thoughtful artist who seemed constantly interested in understanding more. What happened next changed how many people viewed his career. As the years passed, Peart became increasingly open about the importance of continuous learning. His work with Rush remained central, but his artistic curiosity extended beyond the band. He collaborated with other musicians, explored new approaches to drumming, and continued refining his technique. His influence also reached younger generations of drummers. For many musicians, studying Peart was not simply about copying complicated patterns. It was about understanding how technique could serve a larger musical idea. His playing demonstrated that complexity can still be emotional. A complicated rhythm does not have to feel distant. When placed inside the right composition, precision can become expressive. And perhaps that is why his legacy remains so powerful. Neil Peart represented a rare combination of discipline and imagination. He showed that technical mastery does not have to replace feeling. It can actually create more possibilities for it. His lyrics added another dimension, turning Rush's music into something listeners could examine from different perspectives. His career also carried an important lesson about growth. Even after achieving a level of success most musicians could only imagine, Peart continued to study, travel, experiment, and learn. Today, his influence can be heard whenever a drummer treats the instrument as more than a collection of beats. It can be heard in musicians who value precision, composition, storytelling, and curiosity equally. That may be the most meaningful way to understand Neil Peart's legacy. His greatest achievement was not simply becoming one of rock's most respected drummers. It was showing that mastery is not a destination. It is a process of remaining curious, even after the world already considers you accomplished. And perhaps that is why his music continues to resonate. The notes may be carefully measured, but the ideas behind them remain open to discovery.